So, I want you to think about the last time you were completely by yourself. No phone, no music, no TV, just you and the four walls. How did it feel? If that question makes your stomach tighten, if silence sounds like punishment, stick around for this. I spent 28 years not knowing the difference between two words that changed everything once I understood them. Confusing these kept me stuck, small, scared, and from knowing who I actually was. Today, we're talking about the difference between lonely and alone, and why mixing them up might be holding you back too. Let me take you back to 2016. I was at a crowded apartment party, music loud, barely any room to move. I stood in the kitchen, holding a red cup, more for my hands than for drinking. Then I had this moment, a really weird moment. I looked around and thought, I have never felt more invisible in my entire life. People were laughing, hugging, excitedly telling stories. All around me, vibrant connections. I was in the middle, yet felt underwater, like a thick glass wall separated me. I could see and hear, but couldn't reach it. I went home that night and cried on my bathroom floor. I couldn't explain why I felt so empty after being around people. That's the thing nobody tells you about loneliness. It has absolutely nothing to do with how many people are in the room. For most of my 20s, I believed being alone means you're lonely. The solution? Don't be alone. Fill the space, the calendar, the silence. I said yes to every invitation, even exhausted. I stayed in bad relationships to avoid an empty apartment. I kept toxic friends and my TV on 24/7 because my own thoughts were too loud. I built my life around avoiding being alone. But the painful truth, I was lonely the entire time anyway. Lonely in relationships, at parties, in crowded restaurants, coffee shops, and buzzing group chats. You can be surrounded by people and still feel disconnected. Sometimes the crowd makes it worse. When you're alone, you can blame it on being by yourself. But in a room full of people, feeling like you don't belong, that's painful. Then you think something is wrong with you. I thought I was broken, that everyone else had figured out connection, but I hadn't. Fast forward a couple years. I'm 28. My life looks good from the outside. Friends, job, boyfriend, plans every weekend, but inside, I was crumbling. I remember one Sunday afternoon specifically, I'd spent the whole weekend with people, brunch, dinner, Sunday fun day, laughing, drinking, taking pictures. I got home Sunday evening, sat on my couch, and just stopped. Didn't move for 2 hours. This heavy, crushing emptiness. I thought I just spent 48 hours with people I love, and I feel nothing. Worse than nothing. Dead inside. That night, I did something new. I cancelled all my plans for the next week. Made up excuses. Then I just sat there. For 7 days, I barely left my apartment. The first 3 days, awful. I didn't know who I was without someone else. I kept reaching for my phone, scrolling, opening and closing apps. But somewhere around day 4, something shifted. Day 4, I woke up and didn't immediately check my phone. I just laid there, noticed the light through my window, the birds outside. My own breathing felt calm. I thought, oh, this is different. I wasn't sad. I wasn't lonely. I was just here, with myself. I made coffee, sat on my balcony. No podcast, no music. Just sat there. For the first time, no urge to run from my own company. I started paying attention to the words in my head. I'd been telling myself I'm alone, but that word didn't fit anymore. I wasn't lonely. I was just by myself, and there's a massive difference. Loneliness is a feeling, an emotional lack, absence of connection, being alone. That's just a physical fact. I'd spent 28 years treating them as the same, but here I was, in solitude, feeling more whole than in years. The real problem wasn't being alone. It was being lonely my whole life, even surrounded by people. I tried to fix it with more people, noise, distractions. You can't fix internal emptiness with external input. So why do we mix up these two different things? I think it starts really young. When a child is by themselves, adults say, "Oh, look at the lonely kid. Go play. You don't want to be alone." We teach kids that being by yourself is sad, that solitude is something to fix. Something is wrong with you. We grow up carrying that. When alone, we label it loneliness, panic, reach for phones, make plans, anything to escape. But here's what I've learned. Loneliness is a signal. Your brain saying, hey, you need meaningful connection. We misinterpret the signal. We think it means go be around people, but that's not always the right answer. If you're lonely due to lack of deep relationships, a crowded bar won't fix it. You need real connection, not just proximity. The only way to know the difference: spend time alone. Sit with yourself and figure out what you're feeling. Ask, am I lonely because I need connection? Or am I just uncomfortable with silence? I want to tell you what happened in the months after that week alone. I started cancelling more plans, not avoiding people, but prioritizing my energy. I stopped saying yes to everything and no to things that drained me. Something interesting happened. The real relationships got stronger. I was actually present. I wasn't using people to distract myself. I showed up because I genuinely wanted to be there. The shallow relationships faded. It didn't hurt as much. Losing a shallow connection isn't losing anything at all. I started doing things alone: movies, dinner, coffee shops, walks in the park. Things I thought needed a partner. And here's the weird thing. I started enjoying my own company, having my own thoughts, opinions, preferences. I remember the first time I went to a restaurant alone. No phone, no book, just me and my food. This is actually nice. 5 years earlier, I'd have laughed. Enjoying my own company seemed impossible. I thought I was unlikable. I know this is getting long, so I'll keep this section quick. There's actual research on this. Studies show loneliness is linked to negative health outcomes, depression, anxiety, heart problems, even early death. It's serious, but solitude, being alone by choice, that's good for you. It improves creativity, emotional regulation, brain space. It builds self-concept clarity, knowing who you are. The difference isn't the physical state, it's the meaning you attach to it. Alone and feeling disconnected, unseen, unwanted. That's loneliness, and it hurts. Alone and feeling peaceful, grounded, present. That's solitude, and it heals. Same physical circumstances, completely different internal experience. So, how do you know which one you're feeling? Here's a question I started asking myself. If I felt totally seen and understood, would I still want to be alone? If yes, you're craving solitude. You're tired, overstimulated. Being alone is the solution, not the problem. If no, if you'd want to be with people, then you're dealing with loneliness. You're craving connection. The key is knowing the difference. If lonely, isolating yourself makes it worse. If craving solitude, forcing social interaction burns you out. We're not all wired the same. Some need more alone time, some more social connection. The problem is not knowing what you need. Look, I'm not saying become a hermit. Relationships matter. Connection is what makes life worth living. What I am saying is this. You cannot build meaningful connection with others until you can sit comfortably with yourself. If you're using people to escape your own company, you're not connecting. You're using them as a distraction. But people can feel that. They know when you're present and when you're just filling space. The best relationships I have now are with people who have rich inner lives, comfortable being alone. They choose to spend time with me, not out of fear, but because they genuinely enjoy my company. Those connections last. So here's my challenge to you. Sometime this week, spend 1 hour completely alone. No phone, no screens, no music. Just you. Pay attention to what comes up. Notice the urge to distract, the thoughts whether you feel lonely or peaceful. You might hate it, love it, or feel both. Just notice it. That awareness. That's the first step. The first step to knowing the difference between lonely and alone. If you've been mixing them up, figuring this out will change everything. Thanks for sticking with me. If this video resonated, consider subscribing. I make videos like this every week. And if you're comfortable sharing, which one are you feeling right now? Lonely or alone? Let me know in the comments. I read them. Take care of yourselves. I'll see you in the next one.